Today we're going to be unboxing another figurine for the week. Here we have is a figurine from the manufacturer's Megahouse. It is a two-piece PVC figure of the characters Michiru Kagemori and Shirou Ogami from the series BNA or BNA Brand New Animal. As always, before we take the figurines out of their packaging, just in case you didn't know, BNA or BNA Brand New Animal is an anime original that was released in 2020 by Studios Trigger, same studio that has also made other series like Uchu Patoru Ruruko, Ino Bataru wa Nichijou Kei no Naka de Kirurakiru, and others. Brand New Animal also has an accompanied manga which was serialized in Shueisha's Tonari no Young Jump in the same year of 2020, following the same story as the anime written by Nakashima Kazuki and art by the artist Asano. There is also a light novel adaptation that was released in 2020 which gives backstory of one of the characters, Shirou, like a prequel, called BNA Zero Masara ni Narenai Kemono Tachi by the artist and author Issei Nikise. As you can see here, this is Michiru and Shirou's box rotating in 360. This figure was originally released in 2021. So without holding you guys back, let's just take them out of their packaging and see how it looks. So this is Michiru and Shirou straight out of their packaging. As you can see, they're wrapped with plastic to protect the figurine from getting any damages or scrapes on the paint. So let's just remove all of this and see how it looks. So funny enough that Michiru and Shirou are all connected with the base, so it's going to be a little bit harder for me to show you guys the figurines in closer shots, but I'm going to do my best. But as always, at the bottom here, just like every other figurine, it does give you information such as the year and other stuff related to the figurine. So there's not really much else to show you with this figurine. The bottom is a square, but it kind of holds up the figurine well. As you can see here, the coloring of the base is somewhat decent. It's a mixture of a pinkish, purplish, bluish, blackish tint to it. But nothing really much to show you here. Here's the back of it, which doesn't really have much coloring compared to the front of the figurine, or should I say the base. And yeah, it's just plain black. But compared to the front here, as you can see here, it does give it a lot of detail to it. It kind of reminds me of the promo art of the show, where it showed them standing on top of a skyline or a building. And it kind of has like almost as if the lighting from the bottom of the city is shining upwards towards the building that they're on. Which I do like the bluish, pinkish base to it, almost as if Shirou's half is blue, while Michiru's half is pink or purplish. Which I think is quite great representation. So here's a closer shot of Michiru's feet, starting from her shoe area, which looks decently painted. You kind of see here it does captures her Tanuki pattern here on her leg area, and also has her basketball which she's holding here, which her basketball is quite detailed. As you can see here, it does have a little bit of grooves on it, kind of representing almost as if of a real basketball, the look of a real basketball. And you can kind of see here it does have her little tail on the side here with her little bit of her thighs pressed against her platform there that she's sitting on. Here's a closer shot of Shirou's shoes, which are quite detailed as well. You kind of see they did give a little bit of crease lines on her pants, on his pants. And we do get us a little bit of a back view of Michiru, which looks pretty good. Can I just say something? She got a little bit of something there with her thighs. But yeah, it looks pretty good. I apologize because I'm trying to get you guys a closer shot of the figure. I'm doing my best here, but it does look pretty decent. The paint could have done a little bit of better work on it. You kind of see here the green here looks somewhat decently painted, but not really that good. Here we have is also the white strip that's on her red jacket, which also could have been maybe painted a little bit better, but it still looks passable. The figurine kind of reminds me, like I said, of a pop-up parade, so I wonder if pop-ups made a BNA figurine, how they would look. But it's still a pretty nice looking figurine. Here's a closer shot of her hands, which look a little bit weird, but it kind of captures the animalistic look that the character has, or the character is supposed to be an animal, like a Tanuki. So her fingers look more animalistic than human, but with their little nails here on the bottom, which look well. But yeah, she does have quite detailed neck here. You kind of see here almost like the collarbone in her neck. And again, great eyes here, and a little bit of a cute little nose and a little smile. She does have a line going around her head, but besides that, she do have, here's her little ears on the top. But it looks quite okay. I feel like they could have done a little bit better here, rather than just have that big line towards her head. But here we go, moving on to Shirou's figurine. His pants look kind of decent. I like his trench coat here. That's, you can see his trench coat is flowing in the air because they're like on top of a building. So it's just quite detailed. Here we have his his tail is quite bushy, but not really too detailed. The bottom of his trench coat, there's actually a sculpted back there, but you kind of see, I'm sticking this stick here. It actually is quite sculpted down there, but it's kind of hard to show you because my camera can't really focus in that, pitch black area, but it looks quite detailed. There's a bit of lines on his tail, which gives it a little bit of detail, but not too much. Here's a closer shot. You can see in his left hand is in his pocket there. Which you can see right here. It looks quite well sculpted. Not really too much bad, I can't say. You can kind of see here his front belt here, which looks decently painted as well. Yeah, a little bit of creases on his shirt. And here we have his buttons on the side here, which are decently painted. Not really the best, but they're still pretty good. We have his right hand, where he's holding it almost as if it's like a closed palm, but more of an open palm, which is pretty decent. Here we have his side view here, which it kind of gives you two facial expressions. You kind of see he's wearing his collar. But as I said before, we can see one side of his face is almost an angry expression. You can kind of see his fangs and his teeth, which, again, I feel like they could have done a little bit of work there, but it's still passable. And his other side here, which more of like a neutral looking face. So almost as if he's growling at you. Here is his back head, as you can see here. Decently sculpted, but not too much detail on it. It looks pretty good. I think they try to capture more of the Trigger style, rather than having its more unique style. You know how Megahouse tends to have a little bit more detail on some of their figurines, but they do have a little bit of detail on the figure, but not too much. But I think it still captures the figurine well when it comes to the characters. But besides that, it's nonetheless a great looking figurine. I think they try to capture the Trigger's art style more, but it's still a great figurine. So if anyone who does like BNA, I'd recommend the figurine. Alright guys, so that was Megahouse's PVC figure of the characters Michiru Kagemori and Shirou Ogami from the series BNA, or BNA Brand New Animal. All in all, I gotta say is the paint quality of the figurine is not the best. It reminds me of a Papa Parade figurine, which reminds me is I wonder if Papa Parade does make a figurine for BNA. I wonder how it would look, and I wonder if they looked almost exactly as you see here in this figurine. But it's still a great figurine overall. I don't really think there is any other BNA figures besides this one. So if you are a fan of the series, I'd recommend this figurine because it's still great nonetheless. But what do you guys think? If you have not watched BNA or seen the show, it was a great show. It wasn't too bad and it wasn't too good. It was enjoyable. So if you have not seen the series, I'd highly recommend it to check it out, at least. What do you guys think of the series? Was it great or was it meh? And I don't know if you noticed, I am not feeling the best. I tried my best to record this. Hopefully it doesn't ruin your guys' experience. But I'm just gonna end it here, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll leave you guys off with the figurine rotating in 360 and other angles of the figurine. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Hopefully I feel better. Hopefully I get better and sound better in the next one. See you guys in the next one.
教え